Ladies and gentlemen, today, I want to talk to you about a concept that is so vital, so transformative, that it has the power to change your life if you embrace it fully. I'm talking about vulnerability and courage. These are not just abstract ideas, they are the very essence of human existence. To truly understand their significance, let's embark on a journey through the intricacies of these concepts and discover how they can fuel your personal growth. Vulnerability, often misunderstood and underestimated, is the willingness to expose our true selves. It means opening up to uncertainty, risking rejection, and bearing our emotions without fear of judgment. Vulnerability is not weakness, it is the source of genuine courage. Why? Because real courage is about confronting the unknown, taking risks, and embracing the possibility of failure. Now, let me ask you, can you recall a single act of courage that did not involve uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure? I bet you can't, and there's a reason for that. True courage is intertwined with vulnerability. It requires us to step into the unknown, to face the possibility of failure, and to share our true selves, regardless of the outcome. You see, courage and vulnerability are inseparable. You cannot have one without the other. In our culture, vulnerability often gets a bad rap. It's frequently perceived as a sign of weakness. We are conditioned to believe that showing our true selves makes us less than or imperfect. But this is where we make a grave mistake. When we hide behind masks and suppress our vulnerability, we disconnect from our authentic selves. We create barriers to genuine connection with others. We fit in, but we don't belong. Belonging, as opposed to fitting in, demands that we be who we are. It doesn't require us to change for others or conform to external expectations. The moment we betray ourselves to fit in is the moment we lose our sense of belonging. This is a powerful lesson we should all take to heart. Now, let's talk about blame. How many of us are quick to point fingers when something goes wrong? Blame is the discharging of discomfort and pain. It's the easy way out, a way to avoid taking responsibility. But here's the catch. People who frequently blame seldom have the tenacity and grit to hold others accountable. Accountability, in contrast, is a vulnerable process. It involves honest conversations, taking responsibility for our actions, and resolving conflicts. It's not about finding fault, it's about finding solutions. Hope, the beacon that guides us through challenging times, is not an elusive emotion. It's a cognitive thinking approach. Hope is our ability to set goals, create pathways to achieve them, and believe in our capacity to get there. It is a function of struggle, and here's the incredible news, it's 100% teachable. Hope is the product of hard work, resilience, and the willingness to face challenges head-on. Separating failure from our self-worth is a game changer. Failure is not a reflection of who we are as individuals, it's a part of the journey toward success. High hopeful people understand this. They separate their achievements and struggles from their self-worth, which empowers them to pursue their goals relentlessly. Shame, the most primitive human emotion, is something we all experience. The only people who don't experience shame lack the capacity for human connection and empathy. Shame drives two primary narratives: I'm never good enough, and who do you think you are? These narratives are toxic, leading to addiction, violence, depression, and various other issues. Shame often birthplaces perfectionism, and when we succumb to perfectionism, we are, in fact, battling shame. This is a universal struggle for all of us. The media bombards us with images and expectations of what we should look like, how much we should earn, and how we should live. We are constantly told how our lives should measure up to the Pottery Barn catalog. But it's time to break free from this suffocating mold. Shame resilience is the practice of acknowledging and processing shame without allowing it to define our self-worth. Those who develop this resilience live more authentically, experience deeper love, and belong more profoundly. It's a path to feeling comfortable in our own skin. Worthiness is the key to experiencing love and belonging. You are worthy of love and belonging right now, without any prerequisites. It's not about reaching a certain goal or becoming someone you're not. It's about understanding that you are enough, just as you are. A resilient spirit, born from owning our stories and learning from them, is what empowers us to face life's challenges head-on. It's about rewriting the endings of our stories and growing through the struggles we encounter. Let's talk about hope once again. Hope, as we've learned, is not just a feeling of positivity, it's a cognitive approach. It's the belief that we can set goals, create pathways, and have the agency to achieve them. But there's more to it. Hope is not something that binds us with gauzy feelings of possibility. It's what brings people together through struggle, hard work, and achievement. Imagine a team working on a project, a family uniting, or a group of students in a classroom. What brings them together is not just the possibility of success, but the shared experience of struggle and hard work. Hope is not a solitary journey, it's a collective endeavor, driven by resilience and the willingness to confront challenges. Now, let's dive into the concept of vulnerability and courage once more. Courage is the ability to tell your story and be unapologetically yourself while doing so. It's not a smooth path, it's a challenging one, often paved with uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure. But it's this journey of courage, vulnerability, and hope that can transform your life. In your life, what are the masks you wear to fit in, and what would it mean to let go of them and truly belong? How has shame been holding you back from reaching your full potential? Do you separate failure from your self-worth, or do you let it define you? What is the story you want to tell, and how can you own it, regardless of the challenges you've faced? In conclusion, I want you to remember that your path to personal growth, love, and belonging begins with embracing vulnerability and courage. It's about understanding that true strength lies in exposing your true self, taking risks, and confronting challenges head-on. It's about separating failure from your self-worth and understanding that you are worthy of love and belonging right now, without any prerequisites. I urge you not to forget the lessons you've learned today. Take a moment to reflect on your own situation. How can you apply these principles to your life? And what steps can you take to embrace vulnerability, hope, and resilience? Leave a comment below, sharing your thoughts and commitments to change, and let's embark on this transformative journey together.
Before you go, help us by smashing that YouTube like button. And subscribe to this channel, so you won't miss any of our videos. This shows YouTube algorithm that you value our information. And it helps us spread the message. Sharing is caring.